Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, and Keenan Memorial Stadium, home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. And basketball may be in the blood, but football is certainly in the soul. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. As we'll see, the Louisville Cardinals taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the North Carolina Tar Heels. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Cardinals will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So the North Carolina Tar Heels offense takes the field for the first time today. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience, Jesse. These kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Crosses the 45. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. To the air, it's Bender. He looks that one in nicely. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Tar Heels want to pick up the tempo.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. They'll give it to him again. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll go to the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, North Carolina!
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it off with the score from the 4. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. So the Louisville Cardinals offense will try to get something started with their first possession. One thing to watch, can this guy get in the quarterback's head and make him take a peek at the rush, David?
Dang, Skippy, that's what you want to do. You want to make this guy a little bit more human and not as much of a game breaker at the quarterback spot. Get some pressure on him, hit him a few times.
He's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he can't hurt you if he's laying on his back. And this defensive end can put him there often.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. He wants to throw here on second down. He'll try to do it himself. This senior quarterback never afraid to run it when he has to pick up a first down. Up-tempo for the offense.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down. The Cardinals want to move quickly.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
Throws for the tight end. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Good job on defense getting a hand on it, tipping it up in the air. They weren't able to pick it off, but they do force the incompletion.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man out of the backfield. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. And the Cardinals will bring the punt team onto the field. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Back to throw, it's Bender. He's going to take off.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. No huddle, offense to the line. They've been running it, but now the pass. Swings it out to his running back. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Hey, man, offensively, you just got to know when the play is over, and you got to live to play the next down. That was not a good decision there by the ball carrier. He had a chance to just go down when that play was over. Instead, he tries to do something too heroic, and the offense sustains a massive loss.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, UNC!
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Colorado is ahead early in Boulder, but that's not exactly Cordell Stewart out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Texas Tech. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He'll start this drive firing. Quick strike complete. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. The Cardinals in the hurry-up.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
And the pressure was too much. They get the 15.
And the big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. He's looking for an open man on second down. Buys a little time. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. That big fella up front just won his one-on-one battle and got to the quarterback.
And that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to beat the guy in front of you, and great job by using your hands, getting by that first initial guy, and then getting to the quarterback. And the hard part a lot of time is getting him on the ground. Nice job by the big lineman.
And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. He's looking downfield to throw. Got it set up on the outside. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be fourth down. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
I think fans get upset sometimes, like run your route past the sticks so we get the first down, but nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the fourth down.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He wants to throw. Pressure coming. It's complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The Tar Heels racing to the line in the hurry-up. Trying play action. Coming after it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Back to pass, it's Bender. Unloads to the wideout. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Looking for more room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They run the reverse. At the 20, he's got space. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. And the Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. The give on the inside. Quick step and go. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting on this block, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Got it. Hard-hitting tackle.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw's got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these 3rd downs present themselves.
Splits the uprights. It's good.
Well, you're always going to wonder what would have, could have, should have happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff...
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
So let's see if they can make up for that loss on 2nd down from the 18. Back to throw, it's Bender. He's got his man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Now on 2nd down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Unloads it left. Makes a connection.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to power their way ahead. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Tar Heels moving quickly to the line. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, they decide to go for a 4th down, and they get rewarded. He makes a quick decision.
Oh, he wants it all. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Tar Heels. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. Like the passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
They'll run it from the gun. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good, build maybe a little bit of momentum, so next week we play a little bit better football.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's got it. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The Cardinals are moving quickly down the field. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. They've got the screen set up. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Cardinal.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Kansas was able to cap off a close one in Lawrence with a narrow victory, and that's the mark of a solid program. Pile up wins, build on games like these, and remain focused on the big picture. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. The Tar Heels headed quickly to the line. End off from the shotgun. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Here comes the hurry up. Got it behind the line. It's Stoneburner. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up the 1st down. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The inside handoff. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Tempo and overdrive. He leaves it with his back. Brought down at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be a 1st down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
He's got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. They'll run it from the gun. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Yeah, and you see in the red zone, all the bodies start to come inside. And a lot of times you try to find a way to get to the perimeter. This offense does a good job. They toss the football. Nice job by the defense. Now forcing a third down.
He wants it all. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is even bigger.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Chapel Hill. What a fine performance we've seen. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football.
The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. He's looking to throw it. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here, they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on third down.
Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Works the middle. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Cardinals will punt it away on fourth down. Fair catch called for and made. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, Dave.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense getting set for first down. Quarterback on the keeper. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Fires into traffic, it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up with an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Off the play fake on first down. He finds his man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Power football with the run. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. The Cardinals are in the hurry-up. On third down, going up top. Fires on the move. He's got it on the move. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's third and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on fourth. You don't have to worry about that now. Because of the pass completion, it's first and goal.
Touchdown, Cardinals! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good as they close to within a touchdown, 24-17. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll call for the fair catch here. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Looking to take a shot. And it's caught inside the 25. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The officials move it 5 yards back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Corralled and brought down by the defense. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The pull and throw off the RPO. He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Now on second and goal. Here comes the option. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And how about the true freshman, trusting him down near the goal line, down near the red area to give him the football. And listen, you know he wants to punch one in. Been talked about a lot, a high recruit. Everybody's singing his praises. He wants to get in that end zone and hear his name called one time.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. He'll toss it. Good, solid tackle.
And this is an individual decision. Third quarter, got an opportunity to go by more than a touchdown. A lot of people take the field goal here, but more and more the aggressiveness wins. I'm in a good spot, 4th and goal. It's not a long way to go. Do I want to go for the touchdown?
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Wisconsin is ahead early inside Camp Randall, but that's not exactly Ron Dane out there running the ball. This game is a long way from over. They're up by 11 over Nebraska. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Finds us back in the middle. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And the Cardinals want to crank the tempo.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Trying to find his man on first down. Quickly complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that go?
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about.
Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. To the ground with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll leave it with him. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Getting some heat. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
The defense is just killing it. Success after success after success. If I'm the offense, I got to change something up, or my quarterback's going to be forced to change because he's going to be in the injury team.
The Cardinals send out the punt unit. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. Quick spin on the ride. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The Tar Heels will hustle to the line. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. First down to start the drive after the break. They go to the ground. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
He'll pull it on the read.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And that is just the worst feeling as a wide receiver because you're way downfield, you're ready for the big play, but you're just unable to connect. I'm sure he's going to be on the sideline asking for another deep shot opportunity.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Dialing up a second down pass play. He makes the connection. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Floats it out in space. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down, 10 yards to go. Handoff from the gun. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And the Cardinals come to the line in the hurry-up. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Using the quick game. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. The Cardinals get enough to move the chains.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down. We're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get 1st downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the 1st down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
Finds his big tight end. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Holding.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And the Cardinals are marching down the field. Looking to throw. It's complete. Touchdown, Louisville. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. Old Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on your side.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So they move the ball 43 yards on that drive, and they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for a 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you've got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw, it's Bender. Quickly to the tight end. And after that short completion, what will they do now? Just a few inches to go.
Yeah, and you wanted to get the ball out quick, and you wanted your receiver to make the play for you and get the 1st down. You don't now. Decision time, 4th and short.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
On the option. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Obviously backed up against it. Time running out. Got to get the football back. 2 good plays. Now 3rd down. I stay aggressive. Have to come after him. If they decide to throw the football, so be it. But stay aggressive. Get that football back for your offense.
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Going downfield for the big play. And he reels it in inside the 30. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. You already have the lead. Scoring is always good, but milk the clock and it will be your friend. Wide out in motion. Barrels ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, North Carolina!
And you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Rutgers is currently ahead in this one. The folks in Piscataway have been in a frenzy all week, but they're in the birthplace of college football. This one is close. They're up by just 1 over Illinois. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. He's right on target. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting to his progression.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. On 2nd down, looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
And the ball is intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, UNC! The lead gets bigger here in the 4th quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0.
How oftentimes can you say that there is a safety who's the most dangerous guy on the field with the ball in his hands? Did you see that guy and his ability in the open field once he picked it off? There was nobody on offense even coming close to getting that guy down. What an athlete.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. The deficit is large, hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
Made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? What do we talk about all the time? Coaches are always preaching to these guys. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just compete as hard as you can. So, good opportunity to try to finish this game with something positive.
On second down, he'll let it fly. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw never gave his receiver a chance.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Here's a throw downfield late. Fires the pass, intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
He'll toss it. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. Now down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. They'll run the option. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, first down. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, they were trying to set up the option, but the quarterback had no chance. Did you see the defensive tackle penetrate? What a great first step. He shot right through the offensive line and got the TFL.
Now the toss. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Third and long, and they'll need to get it close to the goal line to convert. With jet sweep pass. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And after this play, the cake will be baked. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Looking for the score. Throw to the end zone, picked off. A strong, methodical, workman-like effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.